Good morning, third graders. Today is Thursday, March 26th, and I'm going to talk to you all about your lesson for today. Today you're working on week 2, day 4. I thought I had it pulled up, but I'm scrolling down. You'll be flipping your pages. Once you're at the week 2 packet, open it up and flip your pages until you get to week 2, day 4. Let me see. Sorry about that. Okay. Here we are. Lesson 6. At the top it says week 2, day 4. Today you're going to be asking and answering questions about a story, and this is going to be informational text. So you already did this in your first packet, asking and answering questions, but you did it about literature. Oh no, never mind. This is literature. Sorry. We're still working on literature. I, for some reason, thought this was informational. So it asks you to look at these 3 pictures to find key details that are important pieces of information, like who and what the story is about. Answering these questions will help show you what you know about the story. So here's a picture of Maria, Pete, Mom and Dad. And then here's another picture of Maria, Pete, Mom, and Dad. And here's the third picture. And it asks you to think about some questions that you could ask and answer with this story cartoon. In the chart, write 3 more questions about the story and your answers. Questions like who, what, when, where, why, and how. So it asks one question for you and it answers it. Who is in the story? Maria, Pete, Mom, and Dad are the answer. What do they do? Think about what they're doing here. It tells you in this first picture what they're doing. So it's asked you a who question, a what question. Let's move on to a where question here. Where, and then ask your question here and answer it. Let's move on to when, or why, or how. You get to choose which question you want to ask. You ask the question here and then you answer yourself here. Ask a question, answer the question. Then you're going to talk about what is happening so far in the cartoon. So you're going to ask your parent, it says partner, but you can ask a brother or a sister. You can ask a mom or a dad or a grandma or an uncle or whoever you're staying with. Ask a question about something else that might happen in this story. So after this, what might happen? That's what I want you to talk about. So now we have an adventure story called Saving the Train. Oh, I want to remind you, up here, whenever you get ready to write, you can pause my video so that you can write before moving along. So you're going to read the story, Saving the Train, by Nika Pedersen. Make sure you read these little boxes here, like close reader habits, underlining key details about important parts of the story. These details that answer questions like who, what, when, where, and why. So you should be underlining those key details. Then it asks you to explore. What questions can you ask and answer about the key details of the story? This is where you're going to think. Write questions in the chart, just like we did in the first, with the first, not story, the 3 pictures. You're going to do the same thing, but with Saving the Train. So you're going to ask a question. Remember, who, here it gives you a clue, what, where, why, and how. So I might say, who are the characters in the story? What are they doing? Those are the types of questions you can ask right here And then make sure you answer your question on this side. Then for the talk part, it asks you to think of another question about the details in the story, find and underline those answers, and then ask your partner. Remember, that can be your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your brothers, your sisters. Ask a partner the question and discuss the answer. Then it has a short response question for you. Now this is where you use PED. Restate the question, give your evidence. Why does Amy make the warning sign? What happens in the first part of the story to help you answer the question? So it's just asking you for your evidence. Like, how do you know why Amy makes a warning sign? But you're going to write your answer on page 98. Look, this is page 95. So you'll have to turn here to page 98 to answer your question. And it asks it again. This is where you'll write your answer. After you finish that portion, you can go back to the story, The Climb by Wendell Riley. And you will read The Climb. What questions can you ask about the story? Remember to underline the details that help you to answer questions. And then here you start with the think portion. It asks you a question and you choose the correct answer. Remember to go back and look carefully in the story for the correct answer. Number 2 asks you another question. What causes Sarah's grandpa's fishing boat to crash? So remember, cause means why did it happen? So why did Sarah's grandpa's fishing boat crash? Then you're going to do the talk section. Remember, a partner can be a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother. And then you're going to do the write section. But it says to write your answer on page 99. You'll begin by restating the question and then giving evidence to prove your answer. And this is where you will write your answer on page 99 for that short response question. And it gives you a checklist. You need to read through these and make sure you did all of these things in both of your written answers. And that concludes week 2, day 4. Remember, if you need any help with anything at all, you can take a picture of your page and you can send it to me on my text messaging. You can also reach out to me through your parent's phone by using the Remind text messaging. And I'm going to be here all day, so I'll be reaching out to some of you. And I want to also encourage you to use Get Epic to read to someone today. There's lots of good stories on Get Epic, and I'm pretty sure all of you are added. All you have to do is go to the getepic.com website and type in the code CHZ2004. And if you don't have a computer and you're using a phone or a tablet device, you can download the Epic app, EPIC, and you will choose that you are a student and that you already have an account. After it asks some questions about the student, you can type in the code CHZ2004 and you get full access. So let me show you that real quick. Getepic.com. All of you all know how to type that in. So you're just going to click into student right here if you're using a computer and enter your class code CHZ2004. And it takes you straight to the page where everyone's names are. Now, if Miss Lee has not added your name, if you're a new student, please just send me a message and I'll make sure I do that. I think everyone's on here. But if you see that your name is not on here, then just send me a message. And this is what it's going to look like if you're downloading the app. You will download the Epic app, and then you'll click that you have an account, so you want to log in under Students and Educators, and you log in using this code, CHZ2004. Select your name, and then you're in. And it has some wonderful selections. I even saw a bunch of, some of my favorite chapter books are in here. So please take advantage of that. There's also cool videos that you can watch just to learn more information. So if you need any help with getting onto Epic, just text me and let me know. I love you all and we miss you. I'll see you soon. Bye.